Hello, and welcome to today's Speaky Card reading. Today's topic is, what are people secretly saying about you in hushed tones? Why are they amazed? For that, as usual, we have two piles, pile number one and pile number two. And now let's get started. Guys, if you like my content, please subscribe and hit the like button. It means so much to me. Hello, Palvan. Let's see what are people secretly saying about you in hushed tones these days. Why are they so amazed? Okay, people are secretly saying that you have become a go-getter in life. You have literally, you are today, these days, you are a person who is willing, who is just raring to go in a go kind of energy, totally rare, willing to seize the day, willing to seize all the opportunities that life throws at you. People are also saying that you are a person who believes in never giving up. You never give up in the face of fiercest of the battles and competitions. You have faced a lot of this impediments in your way. You have been like this tortoise. People think that you're one of those people who, when you can't walk, you crawl, when you can't run, you walk. That kind of a mindset you have. Like, you are like, you are such a strong and resilient personality. That's what people feel, and that's what they are secretly saying about you in hushed tones. People are also saying that you are meant for success in life, or they already are seeing you as a success story. I'm seeing a very bright, very, your aura is very positive, very high vibrational. A lot of you are really shining brightly, like you're getting a lot of attention and people are talking about it. People, those who would not really respect you otherwise, have started taking a note at you. They have started paying attention to, and somehow a lot of you are getting a lot of attention. People are also saying that, you know they're talking about your work ethics, which is impeccable, and you're getting a lot of success and attention of late. It's because of all the hard work, the methodical hard work in the face of severe impediments. You've faced a lot of impediments for sure, but in the face of severe impediments, you never give up on your work. Your work is your worship. You're one of those people who literally eats, sleeps, drinks their work. You love your work so much, you live for your work. You're like one of those people, and people literally feel really motivated by you as well. Those people who tend to judge you, who tend to criticize you behind your back, even they are really motivated by you. Three of Wands. You are a person, people are saying that you are a person who is totally self made. You are a person who has achieved quite a bit in life, but through your own hard work. You have literally created your own way into this, in this life of yours. You have created your own way, you have created your own destiny. A very self-made person. People are secretly talking about that. People are actually, I'm getting a lot of respect. I'm really hearing a lot of respect coming your way. I'm seeing a lot of gossip happening. A lot of you are really enjoying life. You are celebrating life. Your life is giving you at last a lot of opportunities to celebrate. You have put in all the hard work. You're still, like, you're one of those people who can party till 4 in the morning and start working from 7 and have no problem doing that. You are usually a go-getter. If you put your mind to something, you just get it by hook or by crook kind of a person, and people are gossiping about you. You're getting a lot of attention. Clearly you're getting a lot of limelight. Maybe a project has really done well, that you have worked in has really done well, or something that you have worked on has really succeeded, and you are being seen as a very accomplished person today, and people are gossiping about you. You are like this, lizard heads are like gossip heads, I'm seeing. Five of Pentacles. You are a person who has seen a lot of, You are a person who has seen a lot of uh, financial stress. I'm seeing growing up, especially most of you have grown up in a financially very unstable situation. Maybe one of the parents were at least not there, either physically or emotionally, or maybe some kind of emotional abuse. Maybe some of you grew up in a hostel, or maybe at your grandparents' place, and you have faced a lot of financial struggle growing up. So for you, accomplishing your financial goals has always been a major motivation. And of course, nine of swords, you've been through so much struggle in life. I'm seeing even now you tend to get a lot of goosebumps, in the sense, not good goosebumps, rather nightmares. While you think about it, they still keep you awake, they still keep you up at night. Those kind of situations you still face, you still feel and fear at night. You're one of those people who is like five of pentacles and nine of swords. You're typically the person who is like, you have faced a lot of financial battle, you have faced, literally you have failed alone and lonely, both at the same time. These are the situations which makes us walk through the darker alleys, and instantly we grow up. You grew up pretty fast, you didn't have, life didn't give you the opportunities to grow up, like to enjoy your childhood. Most of you couldn't enjoy a lot of your like a normal childhood, as they say. You had like a lot of responsibilities on you. Even what that does is, people realize that now it has made you superbly efficient. You can juggle n number of tasks. You are a fantastic multitasker. People are actually in awe, like how efficient you are. You are like a multifaceted person who is good at 10 different things, and people can't even imagine being good at one thing these days. And you are good at a lot of things. Maybe you're a very good cook, at the same time you manage your household, you manage your business, your career, everything, like your family, career. You take care of your family really well, you take care of your business very well, you take care of the way you present yourself very well. Like, you are a very good, very efficient person, and people are talking about it in harsh tones. A lot of them are really envious, they can't believe how efficient you can be. Yeah, you know what? You have gone, for a lot of you, I'm seeing, yeah, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries can be significant. Also, Scorpio can be significant. You guys have gone up in the hierarchy a bit, quite a bit. In fact, I'm seeing a lot of you have the contacts and power that you always wanted to have, you wished you had growing up, and now you thankfully have a lot of contacts and power, and you try to use them to uplift those who are in need, because you haven't forgotten, when life gets difficult, you know basic survival can become a struggle, and you now today you try to use your power, contacts, whatever you can, to try and help and uplift those, uplift the like the have nots of the society. A lot of you could be lawyers to the judiciary, attached to the judiciary, or paralegals. Some people can be teachers. I'm hearing teachers, nurses, doctors, like at a position where you are able to extend your hand of help to the needy of the society. Typically doctors and lawyers, you are, and teachers are very service oriented professions, where you come like 101 in contact with the, even stage actors of any sort. Yes, maybe documentary filmmakers, or some artistic profession like an author, where you can actually you speak for the masses. And a lot of levels, authors tend to also pick up their pains in order to speak about the pains of the general mass. Knight of Wands, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of playful energy. A lot of you are being considered by people as a young achiever. So, a lot of flimsy energy on the shadow side as well can be seen, like you are not somebody who is willing to commit. So people probably talk about, like, a lot of you can be actually commitment phobic, and a lot of, I'm gonna enjoy life to the fullest first before I settle down. most of you could be in that mood. Even if you are not very young, still you could be in that mode, and there is no judgment coming from my side, because it's your life. And of course, enjoying life is of utmost importance. And but you get a lot of gossip, you get a lot of judgment from the society. People are talking about it, that see how maybe people try to call you selfish, but you know what, people will always call you names whenever especially you are successful. And then you could be a little bit of a rebel. A lot of you could be a little bit of a rebel, like you don't really care to fit into the social norms, the societal norms. They do not really make much sense to you. You find them pretty hypocritical. For a lot of you, it could be that way, and a strong Pluto can be seen. Yeah, with this lovers card, clearly I'm getting a lot of flirtatious energy, very youthful, party going, gregarious, mingling with a lot of people kind of vibes. I'm getting you are mingling with a lot of people, and people are really, you know I'm getting you're a very attractive individual, be it a male or a female. You tend to get a lot of attention. A lot of people are crushing on you, and you are also reciprocating it like reciprocating it back, and you're being very playful. Most of you are probably not in a state, both mentally and career wise, to be able to settle down. Balance is the key in your life. Balance has been the key in your life. You are a person who is very much about balance. Balance is something which is very important in your life. you know you are a very wise person, way wiser beyond your age. Though you tend to party, you are very gregarious, very playful, very vivacious on the surface. You also know your work ethics are equally strong. You also know, like, I can party the whole night, but I need to deliver the next morning. So accordingly, you are a very good planner, by the way, I'm hearing. And people are like, people like you are very difficult to like compete with, and people are really judging you for that, because they're jealous. I'm getting a lot of jealousy coming your way, pile one, for sure. Who are you guys? Because seriously, you have got such envious qualities, very, like, dual nature. A lot of you can actually be Sagittarius and Pisces and Geminis also. Yeah, gregarious Gemini, because this dual nature I'm hearing. You are also somebody who is at a quite a stable position in life, but you have seen and you have been through a lot of instability growing up, especially. You have, like, today you appreciate what you have. Most of us are not like, we are not living in the attitude of gratitude, that whatever has happened, but whatever the universe has given to us today, we should, let's just thank the universe for that. But you are one of those people who lives with this attitude of gratitude, and people are talking about it. Just look at them, they are so grateful. And probably that's like, people are also aware of the fact that you are a person who almost came from nowhere and have reached a certain position, and hence you are a very stable on the surface. You have a very gregarious, flimsy kind of a personality. For a lot of you, maybe very outspoken, very very flashy, garish kind of a persona, but on the inside you're actually a very grounded person who knows what their priorities are, where their priorities lie. That is one thing for sure. Eight of Wands, you are a person, with this lightning, I'm typically seeing that you are in a charged up mode today. You are a person today who is totally raring to go, raring to conquer the world. You are there to totally seize every moment and make them your own. I'm seeing that you are one of those people. Eight of Wands typically tells me that you are like, you're aiming for the higher and higher, like, you're being very ambitious. You're aiming for higher and higher goals. Your limits are going higher and higher and higher, and people are talking about it. Like, you're being very ambitious, and people are noticing that, people are talking about it a lot. Okay, a lot of you have a very creative or intuitive, mostly I'm seeing a very intuitive side to you as well, very spiritual. A lot of you can be into meditation, into pranayams, into Ayurveda, yeah, into Unani, into crystal healing, Reiki healing. Some of you could be also a spiritual healer, a spiritual teacher. uh, uh, like, spirituality and occult might play a significant role, especially at a personal level. It can very well play, especially spirituality can very well play a significant role in your life. The world card, you know what, you're one of those people who have turned their world from this to this, from this black and white to this color. You are one of those people who have managed to turn their life 180-degree around, who have managed to turn their life into something which is totally unexpected. Nobody had expected it from you, of all people. And people are talking about it in hushed tones, that, it's of all people, this person, of everybody, this person. We never expected them to be so successful, but look at them, how successful they have become today, how accomplished. When we manage to accomplish our goals in life, people start to look at ourselves through a different prism, through a different lens, and that's what is happening about you. Those people who used to probably belittle you, would make fun of you earlier, those are the people who are today actually coming to you for suggestion, who are looking at your success story as a motivational piece. Elk, stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. You know what, you are a person, elk, like this elk, you are a very dignified person. Even when people try to rip you apart, pull you down, you have a certain persona about you. A lot of you could be having a very sarcastic wit, very straight faced sarcastic wit about you. A lot of you are very dignified, very classy people, and people are jealous, people try to rip you apart, people try to pull you down, but the way in which you know how to stand up for yourself, very classy vibes. And people are noticing that, people are saying in hushed tones that, see how classy they are, how dignified they are. You are a very dignified personality. People can talk behind your back, but very few people will have the audacity to come and say all that right in front of you. Okay, Falcon. Act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. You are like this falcon who is like, you're very good at spotting the opportunities and trying to grab the same, committing to them and trying to grab the same. You are like that person. A lot of people are saying, maybe look at them, they are an opportunistic person, but that is the negative aspect. Like, they can see you as an opportunistic, but I'm seeing that you're one of those observant life throws opportunities towards everybody. Some of us can look at them, like you, my pile number one, and some of us, just most people probably can't look at them earlier. You are one of those people who knows in the share market, like, these are the stocks which will go up, and you are very, like, very fast to walk towards those. You know where to hit the iron when it's hot, like when will it be hot and where to take the advantage. You are very good at that, and that has helped you a lot in your career progress as well, I'm seeing. Meeting with the right people, being there at the right moment at the right time, that kind of a scenario. Snow leopard, take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. Yeah, you're one of those people. Yeah, I'm saying you're very gregarious. Yeah, this dichotomy is like, really, I'm fascinated by this dichotomy, my pile one, that you are being displaying. Like, at one hand, you're very gregarious, outgoing, social, dignified, and social butterfly, basically. At the same time, a part in you also wants to stay back, hold yourself back and ground yourself, spending time in nature, spending time in quiet contemplation, maybe doing a bit of meditation, pranayam, yoga, something that is more grounding, because you are on the inside a very grounded person. You guys could be having a contrast of earth with something like fire or air, like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, along with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. One sun, one moon, and that kind of a combination, like giving a very yin and yang kind of a balance, a very like a contrasting characteristics in you. It's very fascinating, my pile number ones. You guys have a very fascinating personality, I'm seeing. Very, actually very envious, and that's what people are talking about. Like, they can't decode you easily. Like, one moment they feel that you are that party going brat, the next moment you're probably walking for 18 hours straight. So they just don't know who you are, who the real you is. Chimpanzee, use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get answers to your question. You are like that chimpanzee who has used both its intellect and its intuition. You are one of those people who uses their instinct as well as their gray matters to solve a problem. You are being seen as somebody who is very quick to, you know, you know, identify those opportunities and go for it. Like, go for like a problem solver. You're being seen as a problem solver. Yes. Trust the niggle. Yeah, your intuition is very much on point. What I'm saying is, people actually are in awe when you talk about your intuition. People understand, people talk about your intuition. Probably you have said something to somebody and that came to fruition. Those kind of things have happened in your life, and people now are really talking about that. Your instincts are very strong, your hunches, your gut feelings are very strong. Break your chains. A lot of you have had a very difficult past. Like, growing up, you have heard like you only need to work hard to succeed in life. You can only dream that big. Beyond that, it's just not possible for us middle class. So those kind of stuff you have grown up hearing. Money doesn't grow on tree, etc., etc., etc. So you still tend to struggle with those belief system. But what I'm seeing is, you guys are improving yourself, of course, with the passage of time. You guys are getting better at what you do, and you're breaking all the chains, and you're becoming more unbound and more free. You're living a more free, where you can manifest the life of your dreams with no problem. People also talk about how divinely protected you are. You dance with life. You genuinely believe in living every rhythm of life to the fullest, because you are a believer that you only live once. So why not seize every moment? And people are really jealous. Journey, daughters of our mothers, walkers of the unknown, take with you on this journey all that you own. All right, before I get into the reading, guys, if you like my content, please, please, please subscribe to my channel and support my channel. It would mean so much to me. Now, going back, you guys have literally created your own path in this world. You are being seen. People are saying that these are the people, even if they are envious of you, they are accepting one thing, that you are a self-made person who has created your own way, who have faced all of their difficulties and impediments head on, and have created a life for their own selves on their own terms. Bat, invoke thy power and fear not the hidden. What lurks is coming with undenying change. Literally, people are saying that you have been through this hidden, difficult path, darker alleys in life. You have been through all that, and that's why today the success you are seeing is after gaining that wisdom that you have had. When we are walking through the darker alleys of life, we tend to gain a lot of wisdom, which you have, and that has helped you move ahead in life. All right, spider, what a wild web we weave, dear child, a delicious mystery untamed. You are like this spider. You know what? There is a web of mystery that you have woven around you. a delicious mystery. You are like somebody who cannot be decoded easily. People are saying, like, people actually gossiping about you, that they cannot put a finger on you, they cannot decode you easily. Reflection. You are one of those people who are very, very self reflecting in nature. You are one of those people who are very, how shall I put it, very wise. Even after having a certain amount of achievements in life, it gets very difficult to stand in front of the mirror and say that, what, I was wrong there. But you are clearly, my friend, one of those people who are pretty, like, you're pretty good at easily pointing fingers at your own selves as well. You're very good at self reflection. That is another thing that people actually are saying about you, that this person has a lot of wisdom and a lot of humility. Shapeshifter. Literally, people, those who have known you from the past, your exes, your ex colleagues, your friends from the past, there is a shape shifting that has happened. You have changed so much. I'm seeing both through your attitude wise, as well as in your, like, the way in which you dress, the way in which you look. There is a complete change there, and you have shifted shape, which says that you are today a person who is totally a brand new human being, totally somebody who is new, who is better, and who is, like, you feel that there is no tomorrow and there is no yesterday. It's only today, and you are living your best life today. That's the thing that I'm seeing, and you guys are really enjoying that as well. Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. Yes, you are one of those people who has faced your fears and desires head on. Once we face our fears head on, we tend to feel more confident, almost invincible. It might sound a little bit funny, but yes, most of us feel that way, and you guys are literally one of those people who has managed to go above and beyond their fears, above and beyond their, desires and fears, and have actually managed to become a way better version of their own selves. I'm seeing that you are a person who has, literally, people say that this is a person who is very courageous, but also have transformed themselves completely. Yes, shape shifting and facing your fears and desires. Yes, you have transformed into a much higher vibrational being today. Step out of your comfort zone. People also say that this is a person who is always out of their comfort zone. They're always pushing their boundaries, they're always pushing their barriers, and they're trying to, push their horizon farther and farther. Be bold and make the first move. Yeah, you're one of those people who has at last managed to be bold. Like, not at last, rather, you have always been. Like, people are at last recognizing that you are somebody who is bold, who is determined, and if you like something, you jump at it. It can be also a person. If you like somebody, you could be the first person to propose. At the same time, in case of business proposals, also you tend to be the first person. If you like something, some business ideas, you tend to make the pitch. Your hard work is paying off. Capricorn new moon, you are one of those people who is very hardworking, and people are recognizing that. People are acknowledging the fact that this is a person who is getting so much success because of their hard work. Luck is on your side. Sagittarius new moon, you are a person who has become very lucky. You are a person who is very lucky and very determined. Like, people are literally saying that this is a person who is very lucky. But you know what I'm seeing, you got luckier because you worked very hard. The harder you work, the luckier you get. That is something that I'm seeing has happened in your case. Confidence, it comes with time and practice. You are an individual whom, like, people say that you are a very confident person, but on the inside I'm saying you're more like this before you hit the stage. You are still a little bit shaky, a little bit nervous, but you know what? You put up the best face forward. You believe, fake it till you make it. That's how you have reached this far. And people around you who think that you are very confident naturally, that is probably not true for everybody. For some, absolutely true, but not for everybody. Make the change, yes. You know what? People are talking about how, like, there is some kind of a physical change that is happening, and people are talking about it. Like, maybe, you could have chopped your hair, changed your hair color or hairstyle, or maybe changed the way you dress, your get up, anything. And people are saying nice things because I'm saying it's making you look more confident. Don't seek anyone's approval. Yeah, you have become a self-reliant person at last. You have become a person who is self-reliant, who no longer seeks other people's approval to live the best life for herself or himself. Do not doubt your worth. Yes, you are a person today who have become fiercely self reliant and self confident. What that has done is you have started realizing that you are good enough. You do not need other people to fulfill you. You do not need other people to complete you. You no longer doubt your worth at all. All right, time for the guided messages. Leave and let others leave. You are somebody who has genuinely believed in this thing. Like, you live your life on your own terms and you believe that everyone should do that as well. And people are talking about it, that this is a very self-reliant person. Building every cornerstone of my life with my own deeds. Exactly. You are such a hardworking person who believes in building their life, every cornerstone of their life, with their own hard work. Good boss vibes. You tend to give off a lot of boss vibes for sure, and people like notice that about you. Work hard and your life will get easier. These are your mantra, and people like recognize how hardworking, how determined you actually are. Your life is as simple as you keep it, or as complicated as you make it. Yes, you have a life which you believe in simplifying your life. That's what it is. You are so gorgeous. I can literally do anything to have you in my life. You have a lot of admirers as well, and people notice that this is a person who is pretty in demand. You shine brightly like a star. I'm so proud of you. Yes, a lot of people are very proud of you. You and your goodness mesmerizes me. Exactly. You are known for being a very good human being inside out. All right, time for the charms. Okay, people think you are a manifestation magnet. People also see you as a visionary. You see right through people's facade. You have a lot of hidden admirers as well. People also say that how wise you are, how dependable you are. You hold the key to your destiny. Okay, you have a larger than life image as well. Alright, Palwan, I hope you have had some clarity over your situation. If yes, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Guys, your support would mean so much to me. So if you like my content, please support my channel. Thank you. Namaste. Hello, pile 2. Let's see what are people secretly saying about you in hushed tones, and why are they so amazed? Alright, people are saying that you are a person who is very logical, analytical, and you are a hustler. I'm seeing a lot of you probably started your entrepreneurial journey pretty early. A lot of you have been like, somebody who was always sure that you want to make it big, and you started from nowhere with your hustling abilities, having a lot of logical analytical mind and a staunch determination that you have reached wherever you have. Okay, You are also a very reticent person, somebody who is an introvert, basically somebody who enjoys their own company rather than anyone else's, which is pretty amazing in my humble opinion, because that is not very common thing to find these days. But you are one of those people who loves to spend more time with your own self, maybe in the nature, maybe in meditation, in your spiritual practices, and also doing what you love doing, hustling. Like, I'm seeing a lot of you are hustlers, have been hustlers from like teenage and stuff, or early 20s, and so you had to spend a lot of time with your own self, and people see you as an introvert, like a hermit mode on, very reticent. You probably speak a lot less as well. A lot of you are actually introverts as well. That's what people are saying. you know People are also saying like, yeah, you have worked very hard, you have been working this hard. Let me just adjust the angulation. I don't know whether it is all right. Okay. People are saying that, this is a person who has always worked very, very hard in their life. They have worked very hard to reach wherever they have today. That is a confirmation, you guys, that, you have been a very hard working individual in your life. Queen of Swords, a very sharp person, both intellectually and tongue wise. You have seen, when you do not have anything in life, when people know that they can get away without consequences, you see people's true selves. And what I'm seeing is, you have seen right through people's facade. You can see now it has made you grow really wise. So today you are a person who sees right through people's facade. You are a very logical, analytical, intelligent person. That's what people see, and people can't get away with nonsense with you, with any kind of manipulation. Exploiters and manipulators tend to stay the heck away from you. Five of Wands. Clearly, people say that you are a very competitive person when it comes to your work. Otherwise, you are very nice and stuff. But when it comes to your work, you do not keep, like anybody, you do not give a chance over you. Alright, guys, if you like my content, please, please, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Guys, please support my channel if you like my content. Now, going back, the Strength card, people are literally saying that you are one of those people who is very strong, patient, and resilient. You have faced, like, those of us who started hustling pretty early in life, you face a lot of adversities, but you learn to become more resilient towards that. That resilience and strength is something that people around you are talking about. You're also very, very responsible. I'm seeing a lot of you have grown up, like had to grow up very fast, very early, because probably you had to take care of your younger siblings. A lot of you had to work to pay for your own bills, as well as helping your parents out. A lot of you also, you probably had like a single parent household, or where the parents were always working, that kind of a situation, difficult situation. That's why you started realizing the importance of money and success pretty early on in life, and today I'm seeing that you are at a position where you have a lot of responsibilities, at a high position, having lot of responsibilities, people under you working, that kind of a scenario for a lot of you. Not everybody, it's a collective reading, but yes, I'm seeing that you are a person who can carry a lot of load on them. Also, a strong Saturn position can be seen, or in a Saturn's nakshatra, like, what I'm seeing, like in Capricorn, Aquarius, a Libra, Saturn, a strong Saturn position at 10th house, 11th house, that kind of a situation I can see. All right, Five of Wands. You are a person who is very, very dependable, very reliable. You are a person who is very, you are that kind of a person who knows the importance, who understands the importance of stability in life. You are that person who knows how difficult life can become at times, and what, like, how important it is for you to actually like be self-sufficient. Like people see your self-reliance, people see your stability. When other people are jumping around and freaking out, you are like all chilled and having that calm about you, trying to solve the problem. You have a very problem solving attitude rather than, freaking out and becoming tensed and stuff. Three of Pentacles, you are the architect of your own life. You are a person who has been the architect. You have literally built your life from like piece by piece from nowhere. You are literally that person who is extremely, you are extremely resilient. You are extremely patient, disciplined, regimented. Also, you are a person literally who has built their lives bit by bit. Yes. Two of Swords. Yeah, there has been times when you literally wanted to give up. People actually speak about that this is a person who went through it's not like things have been rosy. Of course not. It's not just the hustle, but there were times when you literally wanted to just give up. You literally didn't want to face the world. You were like, I'm working so hard but nothing is working out in my favor mode. Literally nobody loves me, everybody hates me, the universe doesn't love me mode. But you literally felt like, what can I do to make things better? But I'm saying, like, of course you are not a quitter. The enlightened one is the Hanged Man. You had a light bulb moment in your life, like, you know what, either I work harder, or like if I quit, then that would be it, right? Instead, let me just start working hard, working, being more determined, more dedicated to what I do, and work very very hard to achieve what I want to achieve in this lifetime. So that is what I'm seeing, that you are like one of those people who has at last realized the importance of how difficult life can be, yet you guys have carried on with it. That's what I'm seeing. The Wheel of Fortune. You are a person who is, you know what, you have turned the wheels of fate in your favor into wheels of fortune. Number 10 shows the start of a new cycle. You have literally started a new cycle in your life, where I'm seeing like you have managed to at last, turn everything that was not in your favor at last, with your hard work, your determination. Like you have worked for 18-20 hours every single day without taking a break, maybe for months on, maybe if not years. That kind of dedication, like if something, like if you felt the fate was not in favor of you, you just believed in one thing, that is hard work. Harder I work, luckier I get. That was your mantra, and you kept going, kept moving ahead, kept making new, like you made mistakes but you improved as well. And today that has given you that confidence. When we have struggled in life, but at the same time we have come this far in life, it gives us a new kind of a confidence that, you know what, if we have survived that, we can survive this as well. So that is what you have today, and people are noticing that. People talk about how confident you have become. People are also talking about, like, you have a lot of admirers. Loads of people would love to be on their feet, on their knees, to propose to you. You are like a very coveted person. A lot of people having crushes on you. A lot of people literally would love to share their cups of love and life with you, their emotions. A lot of people want to emotionally also connect with you. That is another thing, that you're very popular. Your success story is like a survival guide for a lot. The Magician card, people also say that this is a person who has been the alchemist. Of course, the alchemist is somebody, the magician is somebody who has the all four elements of nature at their hand, at their disposal, like the air, water, fire and earth at their disposal. You have used all that elements to change their life for better. That is one thing that I'm seeing in you guys. The Empress card. You are a person who has managed, like, you know what, People are saying that you are a person who is today resplendent in your own glory. You are here, like, you are a self-made person. This gives me a lot of, you know, milk and honey kind of vibes. You have a lot of abundance and a lot of abundant energy about you. You have everything that a person can think of: love, respect, honor, money, mm, and all the material aspect, like uh, house to cars, everything at your feet, at your disposal. And I'm seeing that you guys are like one of those people who has at last managed to conquer a lot in life. Okay, the Six of Pentacles, you are a person who has literally, you are that person who has managed to literally have everything in your life. You are a person who has, Six of Pentacles typically tells me that you are somebody who is, I'm seeing like you are that person. People say that who would make a fantastic parent, a fantastic, like you're very good with kids, small kids, especially small animals. A lot of you are could be an animal right activist, a dog lover, a cat lover, anything. A lot of you have maybe multiple pets, and people say that, if you are a parent, then you are a fantastic parent, and if you are not, if you ever wish to become a parent, you will make a fantastic parent. Yeah, you are very kind, nurturing, caring. Like, you came from nowhere and have achieved success, and but you've forgotten where you came from. So you never forget to extend your cup of empathy and compassion to others. You are one of those people who are very determined, dedicated towards what they do, but at the same time, they know that they also have a social responsibility towards the have nots of the society, towards those who haven't yet made it this far in life. So, you are somebody who is very socially responsible, very kind, very caring, very compassionate. That's what people say about you. They're really amazed by, like, this is a person who is still so humble. Like, that's what probably they would say. Like, this is a person who has been through so, like, they have seen so much success, but yes, they're still so humble. Yeah, you have a lot of abundance, or a lot of abundance is about to come into your life. Like, people think that this is a person who deserves way more than what they're getting already. Release the old and rest. Yes, you are somebody who has at last managed to release everything that was no longer serving you. There was a time when you literally were a procrastinator who lived mostly in their head. Today, you are a doer. You have literally worked and worked and worked and have manifested the position in your life. Shift your perception. You are a person who has literally shifted, like, you know the way in which, we behave, the way in which we, like, the amount of success that we get. Sadly, it's based on that the world judges us. The perception changes more we start achieving materialistically. So that is exactly what you have been experiencing as well, that the perception that people had about you earlier was probably not so great. Excuse me. But today the perception has changed. Those people who would probably not pay heed to you, today they are the ones who are coming to you. They actually have started respecting you, have started getting a lot of respect in your society. Sage, be devoted and committed. You are one of those people who are very devoted, very committed, very disciplined, very regimented, very focused. That is something that I can see for sure. You are a person who has really managed to take things ahead in life. I'm seeing you are one of those people who has the strongest discipline. You're a very strict disciplinarian. Like, when it, like, whether it rains or it pours or it snows or it's really scorching heat, hot, anything, it doesn't really matter. If you have to get up by 4 and start working, you will do just that. A lot of you are known for your fierce workaholic nature as well. People talk about your work ethics. Yes, Stand your ground. You are one of those people who can also be very stubborn. You know exactly what is right for you, what you deserve, and you know there are manipulators and exploiters everywhere. You are like one of those people who has managed to stand their ground and kick them on their backside, literally. Like, you do not tolerate one, like, people like who are manipulators and exploiters, they probably tend to dislike you because you are somebody who would probably say at face to people that you know you are a nonsensical person, you have been manipulating me and don't try to stay near me, things like that at face. You know how to stand your ground, you know how to say, speak your truth, take charge with authority. Yeah, people are also talking about how good a leader you have become. A lot of you are in some authoritative position in life right now, and people are commenting on how good a leader you are, how established you are as a person, as an individual, as a leader. Exchange energy to create abundance. Yes, you are, like, a lot of you can also be like, most of us are either entrepreneurs, or like, I'm seeing a lot of teaching vibes, teacher, entrepreneurs. But whatever you do, like, as a day job, most of you probably have a side hustle, and that has given you a lot of extra money and abundance. So, basically what I'm saying is, people say that this is a person who is so high vibrational, and money and abundance is nothing but an exchange of energy. People sense that energy about you. People say that this is a person who has increased their net worth, who has increased their abundance in life, because of how high vibrational you are, how positive you are. People also say that this is a person who always had faith in their dreams. You always believe that you could do something. Once we start believing in our own selves, our life starts to change. No matter what others say, if you believe you can do it, you can achieve it. That's what people are saying, that when they were failing, when they were a failure, people called them a failure, nobody trusted them, they never gave up on them, they still got up and did the job. And today, the remunerations that they are earning, it's because of that. Believe in the impossible. You are a person who has always been a believer in impossible. You are a person who has believed that they could achieve, and that's why you are where you are today. You are a person who has literally believed that you could do a lot more in life, and that's why I'm seeing like you are a person who has genuinely believed in the impossible, and the impossible has manifested in your life. Balance between spirituality and practicality. You know what? Full moon in Pisces. Pisces can be significant for a lot of you, but I'm seeing mostly earth signs. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo are significant for most. And Pisces and Cancer can also be seen. Like, people literally talk about how balanced you are as a human being. There is a balance between yin and yang energy about you, inside of you rather. Like, you are very practical, grounded, disciplined, staunch disciplinarian when it comes to your work. But other than that, you haven't forgotten that your humanitarian values as well. You are equally kind, compassionate, caring, giving in nature towards those people who are in need. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. You are that person. People understand that you love what you do. You tend to bring in a lot of love, a lot of respect in your workspace. And you know you are somebody who genuinely loves what they do. A fiery climax approaches. You are also a person who is like, you are so fiery and feisty and determined when it comes to your work. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries can also be there for some of you. I'm seeing like a 30% of you. People literally feel that you're gonna make it something like really big, very, very prominent. You're gonna make it like very prominent in your life, very prominently successful, that kind of a thing I'm seeing. Octopus, practice shape shifting. by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms. A lot of you have changed, even physically, and the way in which you dress, the way in which you behave. A lot of things about you, like people, especially from your past, they can no longer recognize you. It's that big a change. I'm seeing some significant change has happened in most of you. Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. Yeah, you know what, first of all, with the honeybee, I'm seeing you are a very busy person. You are working 24/7, most of you, and you love what you do, and you're also very compassionate and forgiving. What else to say about this? Yeah, you are already a very compassionate person, and people talk about that. They're amazed how good you are as a human being. You are a fantastic human being. That's what they feel about you. All right, Tiger, you are being called upon to provide leadership. So trust that you're capable of doing so. You are like this leader. You know what I'm seeing? That you are like this tiger, this leader who has literally, you have all the capabilities so that people can put that faith and trust in you. People trust you a lot. That's what I'm seeing. Camel, trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. You are literally like this camel. Camels are very resilient human animals, very resilient, very calm. They calmly can go through a lot of, they tend to go through extreme temperatures, both cold and hot, without water, but they are very resilient, very resourceful. That's exactly what people think of you as well, that it's a very resilient, patient, resourceful person who would never give up till they win in life. Ladybug. This is a time of good fortune and abundance, so be willing to receive all the good things in life. Literally, I'm seeing like people are talking about how fortunate you are, how abundant you are. You are actually going through a cycle of abundance and good fortune. Actually, that is what is happening, and a lot of limelight is in your, like in your face. And people, whenever we are going through good fortune period, fortunate period, people are talking about us. So people actually are saying, see how lucky they are, but what they're not seeing is all the sacrifices, all the hard work, all the burning of the midnight oils that has gone in behind this good fortune period. Align your life. People are saying that you are somebody whose life is totally in alignment with their higher purpose. You are a person who is very much goal oriented, very focused, and is walking on the chosen path. You are a very grounded person. You're very empathetic, very sensitive, and you also tend to connect really well with nature. Life in quiet contemplation, in a almost like a meditative state. A lot of you probably tend to practice a lot of spirituality as well. That is one thing. Like, you are a very grounded, very rooted kind of a person. Some of you could also be into research, very ahead of your time. Aquarius can be significant. Dreamers and reachers and researchers and dreamers and very progressive. Literally birthing new creation, very creative researchers, authors, some creative personalities, anything, but like something, like somebody who is very ahead of their times. A lot of you can also be, you know we you could be like spokesperson of certain societies where you speak against all the injustices that are happening in our lives, and the things that the differences that we see in our society between the haves and have nots, the gulfs that we see in our society. Maybe a lot of you tend to be members of such society where you try to work for these people. Yeah, you're very rooted, very grounded. People are actually amazed at how rooted and grounded in reality as a person you are. Dark moon. In the dark of your heart lies new breath, waiting for you to release its ghost. Literally, you are like that person. We all have a darker core inside of us. Most of us who have seen some struggle in life, we have got a darker core inside of us. Some of us, we try to deal with it by drowning in overthinking to addiction. Some of us try to take positive steps in order to eradicate, in order to release those ghosts of the past. You are one of those people, my friend. Pile 2, people say that, this is a person who has managed to release everything that was pulling them down, that was making their journey even heavier. When we carry the baggage of our past, our journey becomes incredibly difficult and heavy. You are one of those people who has at last managed to move ahead without any past baggages, elements. You are a person who has literally used the elements of nature to make something great out of your life. You have managed to manifest something great out of nowhere, I'm seeing. Literally, be your own first priority. You are the person who has managed to make yourself the first priority in your life. You are a person who has at last, you have realized that self love, self respect is the best form of love and respect. If you make yourself the first priority, then only others would respect you. You'll give you your due respect. People also talk about, like, you can be your own knight, how brave this you are. People talk about how, like, you are a person who doesn't need another knight in shining armor, because you yourself are good enough to defend yourself. You're capable enough to do that. Okay, remember to practice self love. Yes, people actually, a lot of you are very explicit about your practices of self love, self compassion, belief in self worth, and people really are amazed by it. Slay them all. See, this girl is wearing a prosthetic leg and is going ahead to slay the dragons. Literally, she is that courageous, and people say that about you as well. That this is a person, our pile 2 is a very courageous person. A pile 2 is a person who is extremely courageous, very determined, willing to go to any extent. They are very brave. You don't need someone else to fix you. Exactly. You are a person who feels that you do not need others to fix you or get, like, you do not need someone else. Like, you are good enough. That's what people say about you, that you are actually good enough. Not just that, you're more than good enough. All right, the guided messages. What are people saying? How are they amazed? Always ask the right questions and stand up for justice. You are this person who stands up for justice all the time. Walk, 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 and your success will follow you. Exactly. You are a person who has worked very hard and you have walked your way up, and hence your success has automatically followed you. Live your life as an example for others to see. Exactly. You are somebody who has managed to live the life which is inspiring for others. Life is a journey, just enjoy every bend. This is your mantra for life. You have lived your life as a journey, who and have enjoyed each and every bent of it. Work hard and your life will get easy. Yes, you are a person who has believed in working hard in their life, because for you it's the hard work that can make your life ahead much easier. Yes, your empathy and compassion is a gift to the world. Exactly. You are a person who is extremely empathetic and is compassionate, and people are amazed by these gifts. These are very natural gifts. Yes, you are such a kind-hearted soul and an inspiration for all generations. Exactly. You are a very kind, generous human being. Meditation is a way of life. You are a person who has, you have a lot of spiritual pursuits in you. A lot of you tend to spend long hours in meditation. That is something that amazes a lot of people. People also think you're a very stable person, grounded, rooted, reliable, divinely blessed and protected. You have a lot of lovers or admirers. You're getting recognized at last. You're a free soul. You have this, you are a very creative person or a very kind and compassionate person. People say that you are a unicorn, rare species of animals. Yeah, you are the king or the queen. Transformation has been key, and people also think that your creativity, especially music, might have played a significant role in a lot of your lives. All right, Pile 2, I hope you have had some clarity over your situation. If yes, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Guys, your support means so much to me. Thank you. Namaste.